Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be trying different fast food burgers. And now, to be honest, you know, I'm not exactly the best eater. I'm a pretty fussy guy. So, am I the right guy to judge which place has the best burgers? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway, because who's going to stop me? I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to drive down to the first two places now, but do them one at a time. So, without further ado...
Oh shit, get my lights on. We're breaking free, soaring, flying.
What would you like for there?
Could I just get a cheeseburger with only ketchup?
Do you of course anything else for you today?
No, that's all.
Perfect, if you just had first window.
Yeah, cheers. When you think fast food, you think McDonald's. So I've obviously got to start with a McDonald's. Alright, McDonald's burger secured. That took absolutely ages. I don't know why it took so long, because all I got was a cheeseburger, but hey, I got it now. Right, so, starting with a review. The sauce is leaking out the side, to be honest. So not the best of starts. Not the best of starts, especially given how long they took to make it. I know, yeah, I thought maybe they were taking some care with it, but I don't know. So, sauce dripping out the side. Not a good start. It was only $1.59. Which is kind of a lot considering how thin it is and how, yeah. I don't know. It's a staple of fast food though. It's a staple of fast food. Let's see. The thing is, it tastes so good, but it doesn't taste like when I cook a burger at home. It doesn't taste like what that tastes like. It tastes like something different. It doesn't taste like actual, like, beef. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll finish it and then see.
Hey, welcome to Burger King. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I just get a cheeseburger with only ketchup?
Cheeseburger, only ketchup.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's all, thanks.
Second window, please.
Alright, thank you. Alright, restaurant number 2, we are at Burger King. And after seeing the size of this burger, you know, this is all cut out. I had a ranking system set up at McDonald's, but I ranked it terribly wrong. So this is my new ranking system. We're gonna do price. McDonald's, $1.39 burger, $1.59 even. You can't complain with that. It's a good price, and ultimately, it needs to get a 10 out of 10. You know, in this day and age, you can't get a burger much for that. But then, going on to the actual burger itself, giving it a rating, you know, kind of like a taste and whatnot. McDonald's is getting a 3 out of 10, to be honest, because, you know, as good as it tastes, we're ranking burgers here, and it doesn't taste like a burger. It's just this little thin thing. You know, the sauce, the presentation wasn't the best, and so ultimately, yeah, that's 13 out of 10 for McDonald's. 13 out of 20, I meant. That being said, Burger King, I've just got $2.29, so a slight price increase, but does it come out looking like some little thin, you know, setting that someone stood on? No, and it was super quick this time, which is also because it was dead here. But as you can see here, it's like a nicer, sort of thicker, more, still not the thickest sort of burger you can get, but just a nice looking burger, presented very well. The cheese all coming out in one, no sauce spilling out the side. In terms of taste, yeah, the bun's toasted, but not too toasted. The bun's not toasted, to be honest, which kind of makes it taste a little worse. Obviously, you know, everyone does their things in their own way, but I do prefer a toasted burger bun. At least the bun is an actual burger bun. I have a feeling one of the places we'll go later won't be, but I'm not actually sure yet. But the actual meat tastes good. The bun's not toasted, so ultimately its rating goes down, but I'll finish it and then get a final ranking. Pretty delicious, you know, it does taste good, you can't get it wrong, but in terms of the ranking, the price, $2.29, obviously is still a very good price, but we are comparing it to the McDonald's to start with, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, just because it is a bit more expensive, and it can't fully get that 10 out of 10, but the taste, it's a big improvement on McDonald's. You know, the burger, like meat actually tastes more like actual burger meat, which is good. A nice, like a thicker bun, but again, it wasn't toasted. And I feel like you need a toasted bun. To get the full, the most optimal burger you can get, you need a toasted bun, to be honest. And it didn't provide that, but it did still taste good. But for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, meaning a 14 out of 20 ranks it slightly above McDonald's, which I think, you know, without going into an in-depth ranking, I would say Burger King's burgers are better, but for a place that calls themselves the king of burgers, it's just not good enough. Now, before I go and get my next burger, I know I look pretty red, I was sweating before, but I've had some time to reflect. I feel like I was being very harsh. Basically, McDonald's, you know, it's an edible burger, it tastes decent, you know, ultimately, it's a mid burger. So I'm gonna redo the rating and call it a 5 out of 10. And Burger King, slightly better meat, slightly better bun. I'm gonna make it a 7 out of 10. So the new ratings, as you can see here, McDonald's, wherever they are on the screen, McDonald's, Burger King, enjoy your improved scores. That being said, I am ready for my next burger, and we're gonna be going to... Oh, well then, Belmont Chipper. You know, I feel like chip shops aren't really known for their burgers, so I felt like if I'm gonna rank different, you know, sort of takeaway burgers, I feel like essentially a chip shop's needed, because last time I had a chip shop burger, it was the worst thing I've ever ate in my life. I've never gotten a burger from a chippy again. I've learned my lesson. Just get your fillets or your haddock and get on with it, essentially. So I thought today I'm gonna give another place a chance, basically, and for £5, which is the cost of it here. Let me just get the camera up closer a bit. We've got a fucking decent sized burger, you know. The bun feels slightly toasted as well. I did get also tomato sauce, which the sauce is actually pretty well put on. The burger, obviously a good size, so I cannot complain, essentially, about the size of it compared to the price. You know, £5 for this size of burger, I can't complain. So before I even start, that's a solid 8 out of 10 price, essentially. So, going in for a taste test. Or, well, I'm going to eat the whole thing and then give a taste test, because it's not about first impressions. It's about getting to know someone. Or a burger. That wasn't product placement, I just like Pepsi Max Cherry. Wow! Oh my god! Holy fucking moly. That was, you know, honestly, that was way better than I expected. You know, last time I had a burger from a chippy, it was like dry, the bun was full of flour for some reason, and that's blew my fucking socks off. Not for real, my socks are still on, but metaphorically speaking, that was brilliant. You know, something that's... Wow. My standard of a 10 out of 10 burger is like a TGI Fridays one, and that wasn't far off, and for that reason, I've got no choice but to give it a 9 out of 10. You know something, the bun was brilliant. It didn't overpower the flavour of the meat. The meat was, whoo, that was some good proper beef, I'm not gonna lie. Not too much cheese, not too much sauce, it just all mixed together so well. And yeah, I mean, what the hell's going on? Hello? Is it still filming? It is, okay. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can complain about with that. Obviously, you know, it just needs that extra something to be a 10 out of 10, but there was nothing wrong with it. And it was a good size, good price. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Burger. Anyways, I had 5 places planned for this, and one of them's closed because poor planning for me, to be honest. So that one's going to be done tomorrow, so I'll save it for tomorrow. But I am going to go now and get the 4th burger. I've actually got to walk to this one, so not ideal, but... Oh, well, I had to walk to the last one, but it was not as far as this one, but... I don't know. Ugh, okay, Belmont, not fucking... Okay, Antalia. Okay then, Antalia kebab shop. Obviously if I'm going to include a chippy, I kind of got to include a kebab shop. Neither are known for their burgers, but they both sell them. So they're there to be rated on my little burger scale. As little as it matters to them. Antalia, to be honest, there's a bit of a conflict of interest here because it's the best place. It's basically heaven. You know, so after every single night out, I go there, I get either chips and cheese, or garlic bread, or pepperoni pizza, or doner and chips with no sauce. And to be honest, it's the best place on earth. All those 4 things I named are all brilliant. And so, can their burger live up to the same hype? Well, that's what I'm here to test. It was $5.50. I feel like it's not significant enough of like a price difference to put it down to the 7 out of 10 bracket if I gave 8 out of 10 to £5 burger. And it is also pretty big. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for the price. Because $5.50 for a hefty cheeseburger is still a very good price. Now, in terms of the taste. It's a hefty burger as well. Not too much sauce, not too much cheese. The bun is slightly disproportionate, but that means there's more meat, so I ain't complaining. I like taking meat. That was absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely fucking spectacular. But does it break the 10 out of 10 score? Can't say it does. Can't say it does. When we compare it to the Belmont Chipper burger, the bun was slightly more crispier, but it was also just a very similar. It just tasted the exact same, to be honest. I'm not sure. Maybe they got the same supplier because they're pretty close to each other anyway. And you know, it's possible. It's possible. But then also there's the cooking technique and how the bun's served. In this bun, slightly more crispier, but it was also a 50p more expensive, so it has that expectation to do that slightly bit better. So I'm going to also give it a 9 out of 10, which means chipper and kebab are both joint on the same points. And now, you might be wondering, you said you have one more place to go, but it's closed. If I've left that in the video, I'm assuming I have, because I said it. And yeah, so, unfortunately this video won't be finished today, although it's too late to post anyway. Tomorrow, lunchtime, I'm going to be going to this mystery place, and I'm going to be getting a burger there. And it better be a 10 out of 10, or I'll be having serious words with the production team behind this video, which is me. So I'll have to hit myself. Okay, the day is fresh and I'm ready for my final burger. I cannot wait. I'm absolutely starving. I've not even had breakfast, to be honest, because I'm just waiting, because I know it's going to be absolutely humongous. So I'm going to go ahead there now. And it's not too far of a walk, so I'll take it back here and eat it in the kitchen.
5 guys, and they bust on my thighs.
Oh, 5 guys. What a place. What a place. I've only ever heard it maybe 5 times in my life for 5 guys. Oh, but let's see what we've got here. An absolutely massive burger. Let me use this as a plate. Ugh, there's an onion on it. First impressions. Looking at this, it is massive. It is massive. It automatically comes with 2. You don't have an option for 1. And a price point of, what was it like? Let me check. $10.85 for 1 burger. Obviously, it is the biggest burger we've had so far, and probably the highest quality. So for $10.85, you know, if you're paying $10.85 for a McDonald's burger, that's a 1 out of 10 price. But $10.85 for this particular burger, to be honest, I think it's a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 price. Yum. Simply delicious is all I can say. It was Oh, that was the best burger yet. The best burger yet. The buns, the cheese, the sauce, it's all just get in my mouth. Just get in my mouth. It was, oh, that was a great burger. That was a great burger. A great way to start the day as well. And, you know, there's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say except 10 out of 10 burger. 10 out of 10 burger. So that it goes on 17. Joint with the kebab shop takeaways, because this is double the price of them. But it is, I wouldn't say double the quality, but it is that big step above, and you get more burger out of it. So I mean, what is there more to say? You know, maybe I could have got fries with them as well to fully, you know, get an idea of their whole meal. But no, it's been decided. I don't really know what else to say. So, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and, you know, leave a like on the video. What's the other one? Leave a comment, yeah. And if you're interested in Football Manager, there's a link in the description to my Football Manager channel to go check out. I feel like, I think by the time this video is posted, FM26 will have been out, so I will have a video up eventually. See ya!